Oh, just crashed out here at Hangout Fest. Oh, we're in Gulf Shores, Alabama still. Got so much activity going on around me. Got a performance. I got people are having a great time. You know where the real action though is? It's on the bus. We got Coyne coming by for a Bunkin' for Peace. We're at a performance by G-Love, as well as a student-produced video. Let's get back to it. Let's go. What's up, guys? We are inside the Lennon bus. As mentioned earlier, we're doing our first Bunkin' for Peace. John Lennon and Yoko Ono started these things to get people talking about peace. Just the word, mentioning it, can inspire people to actually think about it. And thinking about it and speaking about it can actually make it happen. And so for the first Bunkin', we have Coyne of the Flaming Lips. How you doing, Wayne?
Oh, that is such a great introduction and such a great, simple but perfect way to talk about those ideas. Mm-hmm. Words like peace and love get thrown around so easily that sometimes I think they tend to lose their meaning. And when they lose their meaning, people don't know what to do. And so I think a lot of people even took John and Yoko's Bet In for Peace back, I believe it was 1969 perhaps, or 68 when they did that, as being some sort of slap in the face of like, well, of course you can just lay in bed. You're rich pop stars and you can just lay in bed, but we have to get up and go to work. But I think they knew that by doing something radical, it gets people's attention. And I think that's exactly what this legacy that I think will probably live on of John. But a lot of it through Yoko's work, too. I was lucky enough to run into Sean Lennon. We played some shows with his group, the Ghost of the Saber-Toothed Tiger, last year. And we were lucky enough to play a couple of shows later on with the Yoko Ono Plastic Ono Band and to be around Yoko. I think that really changes your perception of the way they see the world. She's so loving and she's so generous that you could see where the idea of let's just see if the world would just lay in bed for the day as opposed to finding some way for our powers. And that's what we have. You know, we have these powers that we're always trying to say, I want my stuff to go first. I want my stuff to win. And when you're around her, you see that there really is a generosity and a love, that it's not about my stuff needs to win and my stuff needs to be first. And I think that's really the thing that happens that we love about even being in places like the Hangout Festival. It's about everybody. Even though I'm lucky enough to be in a group that gets to play music, when you're here, you don't think of it as being about the music. You think of it about the audience and about the whole experience of people being together. And that's really where the power of ideas can happen. It's not that we don't have ideas. It's just that when we have this idea and it becomes a giant, everybody thinking and believing in the ideas at the same time. And this being, to me anyway, I think it's a very important year. I don't think the world's going to end in 2012. It hasn't yet. There's going to be an eclipse of the sun tonight while we play Pink Floyd. But later on, as this year goes, it's an election year. And I think the Lennons, especially back in the late 60s, were always trying to get people to be active in their own part of the world, their own little community where you can make so much difference. And so when we have years like this where the fate of not just America, but the fate sometimes of the world can hinge on the way that you vote and the way that you think and the way that you act and the things that you think are important in your life. So for me, I'm honored to be sitting in this bunk, talking about peace, talking about love, talking about music, talking about people coming together, and how wonderful air conditioning is, and how wonderful sitting in the ocean in a bikini is, and all those things can exist at the same time.
Agreed. Can we see your picture?
Well, I started to draw it And usually I'll draw something disturbing like a skull with things squirting out of him. But as you mentioned peace, I wrote peace up there. And I think what it's going to end up saying is peace before you die. So I'm going to write right up there. It's going to say think and do something about peace before you die. And this thing, when we say before you die, I don't know why it's become such a thing, but people like these sort of abstract lists that say, hey, before you die, you want to do this. And a lot of times we get included as the flaming lips on these lists because people think they have to, they have to see the flaming lips play before you die. So I was just tying all that in together. But I think it's kind of a cool picture now.
I think it's rocking.
I got flowers, I got magic markers. See, that's how creative things happen, It's like at my house, we always have like magic markers and musical instruments sitting around. So all you gotta do is just show up, and before you know it, you're either making a picture or making some music. And
right. It's all about the environment you're in. And the
well,
bus.
it is, but when I walked in here, you guys were like that. You guys just were encouraging people to be like, make some music or draw a picture. Right. So, how great is that? I get to lay in bed on the Lennon bus and draw pictures and talk about people like Yoko and John. How great is that?
Yep. Eloquently spoken from Wayne Coyne. Thank you so much for that. So he just hit on the fact that when you're in a creative environment, you can learn so many things. Hangout is a creative environment, as well as the Lennon bus. So we brought out a group of students to help us out with a student production over in this crazy festival. And I'm going to send it over to Ryan to see what's going on out there. We are outside the Lennon bus right now, and we are at Hangout Fest 2012, and we have a group of students from Spanish Fort High School, and we are going to go out and we're going to meet people and find out what cool stuff is going on at Hangout. Let's go check it out. I want to ask you guys a couple questions. Tell me what's going on here.
Sure. I'm Danny. We work at Third Man Records.
My name's Cam. I work at Third Man as well.
We're a mobile record shop based out of Nashville.
If you don't know about Spice Fight, it is one of the festival's main food attractions. I'm here with Dennis Casey from Flogging Molly. Matthew here would like to ask you a few questions. I'm going to pass it over to him.
Is this your first time at Hangout Fest?
Yes.
So this being your first time, what's your first impressions and what do you like about it?
What I like about it is it's right on the water.
So what's your favorite part about being out here and seeing all the people?
It's the weather, and the ocean is right in front of us.
I'm just happy to be here. It's like Bonnaroo on the beach, essentially.
When it's doing something like this for a local place like the Hangout, for the community around, you can't help but love it.
All right, now here's the official challenge. I have
Connor Dealey
and
Petra.
I'm challenging you with a race. Scale the giant stairs. First one to the bottom wins. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. So we're the Mustache Crew, hanging out at Represent.
I'm hoping I can grow it out more and maybe make sweaters for cold children.
There it is. There it is. Sweaters for cold children, always giving back. That's how we do. So what's your favorite part about Flaming Lip Show?
Wayne Coyne. Yeah.
Wayne. It's all about Wayne. Is this what you do in your spare time when you're not waiting for bands? Or when you are waiting for bands, you're hula hooping?
Hula hooping, yeah.
You guys all have awesome hats. Where did you acquire such hats? Katie is going to tell us her top tips for beating the heat at Hangout Fest. What do you got for me?
Okay, so what I do is I just have ice, and I just massage myself with the ice like this. You know what I mean? I have squirt guns and sunscreen.
Bro, we right here. Come at me, bro. Do it. Right now. See? Come at me. YOLO, what do we got? I don't get drunk, I get awesome. Cool story, bro. Tell it again. Jim, what do you think?
I'm in a rage. I'm in a rage.
This is the end of the day at an amazing hangout. You know, we've been all over, we've met all kinds of amazing people. Interesting, crazy things are going on. And you know what? What a better way to end the day but build an epic sandcastle at beautiful Gulf Shores, Alabama. You know what? I'm going to send it back to you guys on the bus. We're going to perfect this thing. We'll see you later. All right, it is crazy out there. Thank you, Ryan, for showing us what Hangout is truly all about. Students look like they're having a great time too. So real quick, we're up here in the front studio. As you guys know, the Lenibus crew are a group of multifaceted people. And right now, the entire crew is actually in the middle of making this happen. And we're gonna highlight that with a segment known as BADOO! Okay, so we got G-Love here on standby. Stay tuned for his performance. But real quick, as you know, we're on the road 10 months out of the year, educating students all around the country, and we make that possible with our partners. So, in honor of NAMM Wanna Play, we got Kyle that's gonna teach you a couple tips on how to play guitar. Take it away, Kyle.
It's Kyle. Welcome to Learn About It, guitar. Evolving over the centuries into a number of different instruments, such as the banjo and the sitar, the modern guitar is a really radical and unique instrument. This is the inspired by John Lennon Epiphone Revolution Casino. This is the one that he was known for playing during the Beatles' White Album sessions and during the last Beatles concert live at Top Apple headquarters. What we have here, the tuners. In addition to that, you have the nameplate. Below that is the tuss rod. As we go down the guitar, we have the nut of the guitar, followed by the neck. Here is the body of the guitar. We got the pickups. We got the bridge. Over here by the bridge is the tailpiece. And then right below the tailpiece are the 4-way selector switches. The guitar is tuned in this way. We have E, A, D, G, B, E. And that's going from the fattest string down to the bottom one. It's a little bit of a tricky thing to memorize, but here's a little helpful mnemonic device to help you remember it. So, every angry dog goes back eventually. That's how you tune the guitar. Now I'm gonna show you 3 basic chords. The first chord that I'm gonna show you is the G major chord. And you place it like this on the guitar. Ring finger on the 3rd fret, middle finger on the 2nd fret, pinky on the 3rd fret. C major. And you play that one like that. Last chord is D major. Play that one like that. Have your possibilities be as endless as your ambitions, and thank you for watching episode 1 of Learn About It, Guitar. And this has been Kyle saying, have a great day.
All right, now I want to send it back to Wayne real quick to see how he's doing. Kyle, can you give me a sheep transition to Wayne?
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'm here. Are you guys with me?
We're with you. How's it going?
Well, I've just been sitting back in the. Is it the bunk for peace? I'm in the bunk for peace. But I'm back here, and they've left me with all the magic markers that you could ever want, and so I think I'm doing exactly what the magic markers are telling me to do. See, people always wonder about people that are creative, that do they have to go into some mystical state of mind before they can come up with something. And even though I don't think that this is the greatest thing in the world, the way that you can usually get things going, the easiest way is just to start. You just start to do it, and it doesn't really matter what it is. I think sometimes if you feel like you can control the creative process, I don't think it's as interesting as if you just let it happen. And so I started to doodle something back here, and now I don't even want to get up, even though they're going to make me get up and leave in a little bit. I just want to stay in this bunk and draw for the rest of the afternoon. Now I've become so interested in it. But so that's, to me, that's always the secret of creativity. Just start to do it. There is this dilemma, especially with people who go to school to learn about art. It makes you think that you should think about it and read about it and dream about it. Sometimes people never get around to doing it. And I always say, well, I don't really care if we talk about it as long as we're doing something. So to me, I always like to draw or do some music or do something, just so we can get this other dimension in our mind, working. Because you can just talk and talk and talk all day about doing something, but you never do it. But the minute you start to do it, if you're lucky, it starts to take over, and then you don't want to talk and you don't want to dream, and you just get going on the thing that your hand and your mind have started to make for you. And if we're lucky, you make something that maybe the world thinks is valuable as well. To me, it's just a little doodle, but I kind of like it. I like that I've got all these colors and things going, and so I think that's the main thing that happens is you like being around people that encourage you to do things. So when I sat in this bunk, every step along the way, everybody's like, Wayne, you should like sing a song or do a drawing or something like that. I was like, oh great, I'll just do that. A lot of times you go places and people aren't, they're not encouraging you to do anything except, whatever it is you're doing, get it done quick so you can make more money or something, and that's just an impossible way to live. So I'm taking this little spot to make as much of this little drawing and give it, and imbibe it with the meaning of my little stay here in the beautiful Lennon bus in this beautiful bunk for peace. And hopefully what will happen is everybody that's in the bunk from now on will have to do a drawing. Won't be as good as mine.
Sounds like he's doing amazing back there. Those bunks are incredibly comfortable. So we just saw a video on how to play guitar by our best engineer, Kyle. Best buddy, best friend. How's he doing over there? Yes. So I'm going to kick it over to G-Love, who's going to show us some of those skills on the guitar. My man, you just got in to Hangout. How's it going so far?
Good. I just pulled out in a minivan.
From which rental company?
I don't know.
Dude doesn't know.
Budget.
Hurts. There you go. Dude, what do you think of Hangout so far?
It's awesome, man.
Right?
Nah, really, it's definitely the most beautiful venue I've ever. I mean, maybe not beautiful, but beautiful because it's on the ocean. Right. That's my favorite place to be. So I just looked out. Man, it's awesome. So everyone is just full party mode right now, and it's a good vibe, man.
Yep, and the Lennon bus is, more than a perfect spot.
That's right.
To check out the environment. So, you got a album that just came out. How's that going for you?
It's good. It's called Fixin' to Die, and we've been out touring on that this year, and kind of coming to the tail end of that cycle and getting ready to crank it up in the studio this fall to put out a new record in early 2013. So we really been getting back to the blues a lot this past year, and just really reconnecting with our roots as kind of street musicians and blues players. So that's been a lot of fun.
Right on, man. And you got a hot sauce.
That's
that
right.
Is out or on the way. What is it called?
It's called G-Love Special Hot Sauce. And
what is it especially good for? Which
well,
food
it's great.
item?
Actually, it's perfect for down south because it's a Louisiana-style hot sauce, and it tastes so good. You might want to put it on everything, but you gotta remember, you put it on your food, not your baby, because your baby's already got sauce.
There you go. So, real quick, man, we're gonna get you on your performance going, but I'm curious. We're on the Lennon bus. We're doing the bunking for peace. What does peace mean to you?
Well, it's peace has been something that I've been always working for, since I've been a teenager. I remember my first kind of real feeling about war and peace was when I was a junior in high school, and they were considering bringing the draft back for, Desert Storm. And I went to a really politically active Quaker high school, and it was a really emotional thing, for a lot of people in that school. Quakers are by religion, conscientious objectors to war, and yeah, we went down to the big peace rally in Washington D.C., and that was 1991, I think, and that really blew my mind, seeing hundreds of thousands of people coming together as a voice that was counter to what our country and the politicians who ran it were pushing our country and our people into. So it was it was amazing to see that energy and to feel part of a group of people that want peace, that want to fight for peace, but not in a nonviolent way. And next weekend's Memorial Day. I'm actually going down to D.C. to perform at the parade, and to kind of welcome the troops back from Iraq, and to celebrate the fact that war at least is over. And so peace is something that I could sum it up in one kind of sentence, and I don't know how realistic it is, but for me it's like I feel like there's enough money in the world to buy world peace, you know, and I feel like most of the wars are fought, you know, not for ideals, but for money and for real estate. So I think we should come together as a world and buy that peace. You know?
Beautifully put, man. All right, man. It is you. Take it away.
All right, well, this one is called Milk and Sugar. This song is about coffee, y'all. And I know the good people down here in Alabama at the Hangout Festival love themselves some good motherfucking coffee. But they say the best part of waking up, man, that's Folgers in your cup. I don't know about that, but I know what I like. Milk and sugar in my cup. When I come home, baby, fill me up. My back is breaking, see I'm all out of luck. Come on, make my coffee strong and sweet and fill my cup. Yeah, give me that milk and sugar, baby, yeah. Milk and sugar, baby. Ooh, when I'm riding and the road's getting rough. Ooh, she the angel coming down from above. Now give it to me, baby. Milk and sugar is always on my mind, and that coffee's percolating. Let's talk and waste some time. That road is long, see that time is hard enough. Ooh, it won't take much for you to stop me up. Yeah, give me that milk and sugar, baby, yeah. Milk and sugar, baby. Ooh, when I'm riding and the road's getting rough, she like an angel coming down from above. Give it to me now. Now that's some good coffee. Look, how you like your coffee, baby? You like it sweet? You like it strong? She like it all night long. Some like cream or honey, but some like it dark as night. Still, I like it how I like it, and she always do it right. When I'm headed in some direction that's wrong, she never let me forget where I belong. Yeah, give me that milk and sugar, baby, yeah. Milk and sugar, baby. Ooh, when I'm riding, see the roads getting rough. Ooh, see the angel coming down from above. Make my coffee strong and sweet and fill my cup. Make my coffee strong, baby, fill me up. Honey, baby, now make my coffee strong and sweet and fill my cup. Make my coffee strong, yeah, fill me up. Yeah.
Ow! Good stuff,
Milk
man.
and sugar.
So that's our show. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. Be sure to stay tuned for an exclusive interview through Press Register with Lawrence. And yeah, we're gonna check back on Wayne real quick. Wayne, thumbs up. How you doing back there?
I'm good, man. Look, it's really coming along. Him singing about
Awesome.
coffee and all that really got me jacked up.
That was looking so good.
Now
All
I
right,
don't
so
want to leave.
before
I
we
need
go-
to be in the next segment, too.
It will be. Before we go, one more BADOO from the crew. BADOO! 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 Magic peace, everybody.